Welcome to another episode of Huge Thugs. Today we've got
Warren from the I Made a Huge Mistake podcast. I didn't need those visual cues.
It's fine. We're keeping that in. Who else is here?
My name is Mike.
And on the controller, off mic, is Brian. He's going to be playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, just screwing around in the game. Brian, go ahead and get started.
Say hi. Say hi to everybody.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Yeah, Brian, go ahead and get started. So this video, you're going to be seeing Brian play the Breath of the Wild video game. But really, we're going to be talking about Warren's impressions of the Switch. The Breath of the Wild video game, if something cool comes up, we're going to talk about it. Obviously, we're not going to ignore it.
Like if you accidentally delete Warren's save file or something.
But I really want to do a video on the Switch just because it's a brand new console, and I'm more interested in Warren's opinions on the Switch as a console than this particular game at this moment.
I have a few. One thing I want to say, I'm not sure if that save was accurate or not, if that was either the time in 24-hour time or if that's how long I've been playing.
How long did it say?
Sure, it said 1540 something, so I think that might be time.
Okay.
I don't think there's a way to track how many hours you've been playing, but I feel like I've been playing for well over 20 hours now.
Okay.
I have not completed one dungeon.
Still.
This game really is Skyrim but Zelda, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
All right, so first question, Warren, is you have a Switch. You've had it for 3 weeks now?
I got it the day after it came out.
What day was that?
It came out on the 3rd, I believe, March 3rd. So I got it on March 4th.
Okay, so as of this recording, you have had it for almost 3 weeks.
3 weeks. That sounds right.
So, first question is, what are your thoughts?
It's really awesome.
Okay.
It's a great idea.
Dead.
Brian just died.
He died. It's
You ruined the save.
It's unbelievably
How many
easy
items
to
did you
die.
just lose?
No.
Okay.
It's so unbelievably easy to die in this game, as well as having all of your weapons break. It's pretty immersive. It's pretty awesome.
Let me ask you a more specific question. Let's get started. One thing when this system was being marketed that I had a hard time with was the physical size of it.
Okay.
Now you and I, bigger dudes,
I have big hands.
and that of course means big gloves.
Uh-huh.
And one thing I want to ask your opinion on is, what is your preferred method of playing? Because if you don't know what the Switch, the crazy thing about the Switch is there's so many different configurations of how you play the games.
A lot.
You can play what's called docked mode, where you have the console hooked up to a TV, and it is just playing through a TV like a normal Xbox.
Spoiler alert, that is my favorite way to play.
Okay.
That's what we're doing now.
Docked mode.
You can also play kickstand mode, where it's just a tablet and it's just set up. You can also just play in tablet mode, where you just have the controllers hooked up to the tablet and you're freely moving the tablet around in 3D space while you're playing it.
Yes, the controllers are directly connected to the actual.
So
it's basically a tablet, essentially.
It's
the
the Wii,
console is a tablet.
The Wii U controller is that mode.
Well,
But kickstand mode is when you take the controllers off.
right.
It's just so confusing, and if you're confused watching this, I think right now I'm going to have on the screen different images of the different configurations you can play.
That would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to leave that up for like 5 seconds. We'll come back in 5 seconds. It's just crazy how many different configurations you can play this with. So first question. I know I'm all over the map, but I'm so goddamn excited about new consoles.
New consoles are the best thing ever.
There's no chance in hell I'm getting this for at least a year, just money-wise.
Well, they're very difficult to find as well. I think, you know what's interesting about what Nintendo's done? They released it in March, which is abnormal for a console release.
Yeah.
It's usually done in the fall or around the holiday season. They've really set themselves up here because they can really gauge how popular it is in March.
Yes.
And make sure they've got enough for when Black Friday rolls around.
Yes.
And just smash it.
Yep.
So I think it's smart. I think it's a typical Nintendo thing to do, though, in that you cannot find one of these anywhere.
Yeah.
Very difficult. I pre-ordered mine the day after it was announced in January.
Okay.
So it was, They're hard to get now. They're pretty much impossible.
Okay. So your favorite ways to play dark mode. Now,
Yes.
sub question: what's your favorite controller style? Because much like the system itself, you can play in multiple ways. You can play a Switch with multiple different controller
Yeah,
configurations.
so you can pop the controllers off the side of the tablet, keep it docked, and still play with the Joy-Cons. They're
Like
called
two-
Joy-Cons.
like
They look
two
like nunchucks,
Joy-Cons.
essentially.
So playing in that mode is like how you play the original Wii with the Wii
Very,
and the
very
nunchuck.
much, very much. Except they're completely wireless.
Right, they're wireless.
Which is awesome.
Yes.
And they both have control. It's really nice.
And then you can also put those Joy-Cons into a sort of a holder, and it turns it into a regular style controller.
Yes, and that's included with the system.
That regular style controller kind of looks like a Dreamcast controller.
It does. It's very chunky and weird,
Yeah.
which I relate to. It's nice. I like it. It's a little weird because you'll notice the first thing you'll notice about the Switch is that the control sticks are offset.
Wait, combat time.
Oh, the weapon broke. You're gonna have to open the menu and pick up another one. Use the plus key,
Can you
and then go over to where it's the little sword. Yeah.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
use the stick. There you go.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, I heard this
Oh,
about this game that
vicious
the weapons break.
They break very easily, especially with how early I am in the game.
Okay, I was about to say.
They break.
Do you think if
incredibly
you went to a dungeon, you might get better weapons?
Yes, you can definitely get better loot.
Now he's about to use your Halo-style energy sword. Is that okay?
That is totally fine.
Okay.
You can get better loot, better armor. That's
Okay.
another thing that's new.
Oh, there's armor.
That's very different from the rest of the series. Is that armor? It's not just cosmetic. It affects the way that you play. So if you go into a cold area,
Yeah.
you can wear armor that is warm, and it will stop you from losing health.
So it's like the tunic suits from Ocarina of Time.
Yes, but also you can craft in this game. So there are other ways for you to be immune to cold or extreme heat.
You're gonna break all his weapons and then save it.
yeah, Brian. Do something really sneaky that Warren's not paying attention to. All right, so we discussed you like playing docked mode.
I do.
But would you imagine playing it in tablet or kickstand mode?
I have.
Okay.
See,
Like, would you take it to a party like in the commercials?
Oh,
I-
absolutely.
I would take that fucker in my bed every night.
Right.
You
That's
know
the
what I
thing.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's tailor-made for the bed, for the toilet,
Yes.
for everything.
oh yeah,
Would you
The
would
shower?
would you take it on an airplane?
I don't know that I would.
Okay.
I'm
Because
not
you don't
sure.
think you don't think playing it like that would be good, or you're just don't
I
want to take it on a
have
plane?
played it like this. I've played it in kickstand mode in my home.
Okay.
never on the folding tray table of an airplane. Though.
Yeah.
like with your.
No.
With turbulence, yeah.
What I can say is, unlike some other people, I'm not really that big of a handheld guy.
Okay.
So it doesn't really speak to me that way. Some people, like I've read on the internet, they love it and they strictly use it in handheld mode. They
Okay.
love it. They think it's basically the next coming of the DS.
Okay, but see, what's great to me as a non-Switch owner is that it has that many different options.
Yes.
It's a system made with all these different
Yeah,
options
so
in
I
mind.
can sit and play Zelda on my couch all I want, like I normally do.
Yeah.
And it looks amazing.
Right.
And it plays amazing. And it's like, it really is Skyrim meets Zelda.
Cycling back, we're all over the map, and I apologize because I'm so excited. We didn't mention the Pro Controller.
Oh, that's my preferred method of
That's-
controlling,
yeah.
specifically for Zelda.
Yeah. So the Pro Controller is just a regular ass Xbox 360 looking controller.
It is it's one of, if not the finest controller I've ever had.
Wow.
I've had every game system controller. It is phenomenal. It was $70 as opposed to, it's very expensive.
Is it a Nintendo? It's like a Nintendo.
Yes.
Yeah,
this
it's not
is
like it's not Mad Cats.
No, not at all. It gets 40 hours of battery life on a charge. It's Bluetooth powered, and I believe you can use Amiibo on the Pro controller.
I know since it's Bluetooth, you can also hook it up to a PC and use it
can.
through Steam.
Yep. It's also just the nicest feeling controller. The triggers feel great. Everything
Brian,
feels
would you
great.
agree? Brian
That's
gives a
a
thumbs
thumbs
up.
Got a big thumbs up on the controller.
So, all right.
You idiot! Bees!
Oh,
stinging.
what? You have a trident now? You have Poseidon's trident?
Yeah, that's an electric rod, I think.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
all kinds of different energies. Like you can get frost weapons, electric. It's just way more immersive than any other Zelda that's come out. Add to the fact that you can craft, you can cook and craft potions, food, and
Yeah.
you have to get food. You have to make food, I should say, because there are no hearts in this game.
Oh,
So you can't just find hearts anywhere.
Oh,
Enemies don't drop health. You craft food, and that's how you recover health.
so but like, what about the maximum number of hearts?
That is a separate thing. So
was
there are
violent.
basically mini dungeons called shrines.
Okay.
And what you need to do is the map is humongous.
Game
If we
over.
can we pull up the map for a
Save
second when
it.
you continue?
Save it.
When you pull up the map, it's the minus button on the left. When we reload, pull that up and show the scale of this game.
What are real quick while we're waiting? Perfect opportunity. Load times in this game? How are they?
Fantastic.
Okay.
You can go into any room or anything like that, and it barely loads.
Let's pull up the map.
Yeah, let's zoom
Holy
yeah,
shit! Fuck.
Yeah. So that's where I've gotten in, I would say, 20 hours. I haven't explored
The
nearly
topography. Oh my god.
nearly.
Can you
any
zoom
of
back
that.
out, Brian?
Yeah, can you zoom that out? It's the right control stick. Keep going.
My god.
You haven't even unlocked
No,
those
you can go
blue
up.
parts.
No, none of that. I've not
Jesus
unlocked. All the
Christ.
outlines are unlockable areas. So what you have to do is, if you see there are these things called towers, and you climb them, and it unlocks the picture of the map on your map.
Okay.
Essentially, that's
Is
the,
it like
the
like
crux
a
of it.
Ubisoft Assassin's Creed thing?
Yeah, it's very similar to that. So you have to climb the tower, and each tower is its own puzzle to climb. And you climb that, and you download the region of the map onto your. It's called a Sheikah Slate. It's basically a Wii U tablet.
Okay. In the game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that
very
unlocks
meta.
that on your map. And that's where I've gotten so far.
Okay.
And all the little blue areas are called shrines. Those are the mini dungeons.
Okay.
So you'll see
There's
that one's
little-
a tower.
Okay.
Potato
And
tower.
if you look at the other one, right there, that's a shrine.
Okay.
So the shrines give you resources when you complete them. They're all puzzles.
Oh.
So every shrine is a puzzle. There's hundreds of them.
Do you care if Brian
I'm
tries his hand at a
psyched.
shrine?
Absolutely not.
I'm sorry.
Brian, do
I
it.
don't
This is what
know-
I want you to do, Brian, for the rest of the video.
Well,
you
here's
try to
what
beat
I'm-
the shrine.
Here's what I'm unsure of.
Speed run it, Brian.
I've
Come
already
on.
completed the shrine, so I don't know if you can do it again. And you have to discover them. You can't just go to them. So I don't know if he can find one that I haven't completed. He can absolutely do it.
All right.
But when you complete it, you're given this resource, and when you collect 4, so essentially when you complete 4 shrines, you have the option of getting a heart container or a new addition to your stamina wheel, which helps you climb and swim.
Okay.
If you run out
Oh,
of
real
stamina,
quick, Brian, I hear rumors on the internet that literally anything in this game is climbable. Do it.
climb something, anything, except the things that have runes on them. They're like some kind of weird surface that, you can't climb.
that blue surface to the right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a shrine right there.
Okay. There we go.
You can climb anything, and anything that you see. Oh, it's raining, so it's slippery.
Ah.
So you have to pay attention to the weather.
You absolutely have to pay attention to the weather.
I see a little temperature gauge there too.
Yes, so if you get down to where it's too cold there, you will start to lose hearts. And if it gets
You
to
can
too hot,
freeze to
you,
death.
yes, you absolutely can freeze.
This
to death.
seems like it's harkening back to the days of old school Legend of Zelda, where it was just brutally difficult.
It's very difficult.
This is one of the few that are popular in Japan because it's so fucking. They amped it up.
It's
so
very
much.
difficult. There's no leash on you. So in other words, you can go to an area, you can go to any area on that map, and there could be enemies that are you couldn't even hope to beat.
Yeah.
They'll kill you in one hit.
Right.
No problem. I've had that happen many times. You can also, likewise, once you get past the starting area, which takes about an hour and a half, 2 hours to finish, it gives you everything you need to complete the game.
Oh.
You could run to the final boss of the game and engage him. No one stops you from doing that.
Interesting.
You could run right to the end of the game.
See,
I wouldn't recommend it, but you could do it.
as a personal thing, this is just me personal. I'm not trying to rain on anybody's parade. I tend to like linear games more than open world games.
Okay.
But everything you're describing sounds damn cool.
It is very cool. It's very cool when it's put in the world of Zelda as
Yeah.
well.
See, I tried playing Skyrim a couple times. Never really took a liking to it.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
But I feel like I might like this just because it's Hyrule.
It's
you know?
great. Some other cool things that I could mention that happen randomly. You'll find enemies that are riding horses coming at you.
Oh.
They just get on horses. You can find wild horses in the field, and you have to sneak up on them to mount them and ride them.
Do you have to? Is there like a breaking period like Red Dead?
Yes.
Where you have to like
Yes,
balance on it.
because you
and shit?
can't tell them what to do unless you've got them, unless they have your trust, essentially.
I don't trust you. You can't tell me what
So-
to do. I'm a wild horse.
Oh, good. It looks like it does reset.
Okay.
This looks fucking nuts.
Yeah,
man.
it does.
So this is a puzzle, and this is one of the most. I think this might be one of the more controversial puzzles because it's a motion puzzle.
Ooh. Now, does the Pro Controller have motion on it?
It does.
Ooh.
Yes, it does.
So it's like 6-axis.
yes.
Let me break away from the Zelda talk for just a moment, because you right now, as of this recording, have this game and 1-2 Switch.
That is correct. Yes.
Let me hear your opinions on 1-2 Switch, because you better goddamn believe we're gonna do a huge Slugs video on 1-2 Switch, but we'll just talk about it right now.
1-2 Switch is extremely fun. It harkens back to Wii Sports. It's very similar. It reminds me of like a pack-in game.
It reminds me of like WarioWare.
Yeah, it's very, very similar to that. The problem that I have with it is how expensive it is.
Yeah.
It is a $50 game.
It should be a pack-in,
It
right?
should be a pack-in game. It should be a $20 game,
Yeah.
if nothing else. I did get a deal on it because I had a problem with Amazon shipping my Switch.
You can hear about that on Huge Mistake Pod.
Yeah, so they gave me a deal on the game, which I enjoy. Otherwise, I would probably not be terribly happy to spend $50 on that.
Right, it's like a show off. Like it's a
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
It's the
It's
first
a
thing
proof
everyone
of
does.
concept,
Yeah,
I
essentially.
feel like
it's like
it's-
check out what this thing can
Yeah,
do.
I feel like it's a
right.
game designed just to get you in the habit of using the Joy-Cons individually.
right.
Yes.
And if that's what it is, then it should be free.
Yeah.
I agree.
So yeah, so
But
with,
it is very fun.
with the
Oh, yeah.
Nintendo
It's
Switch, the Joy-Cons, two halves make a whole controller, but you can use each half independently.
Yes.
Independently as its own controller.
Almost reminiscent of the original NES controller. It's like
Yes.
a little controller with 2 buttons.
And here's the really cool thing: there are already made
4
games where you can use 8 individual Joy-Con controllers to play it. The game Super Bomberman R,
yes.
you can use 8 Joy-Cons at once for 8-player Bomberman.
I'll never have that many friends.
Yeah, but still, it's just crazy to me that they're going to be. Oh no,
It's-
Yahtzee!
This is why this one's very difficult. It's
I hate these fucking puzzles in real life.
I
Yeah.
can tell you honestly, it's a lot more difficult with the Pro controller.
Oh,
The Joy-Cons
Motion,
are much better motion-wise.
yeah, I can imagine that.
So what I did was, spoiler alert, you could flip the thing all the way upside down when the ball drops down. Just flip it all the way on its flat back. There you go. Keep going. Keep going. There it is. And then you can cheat over to the
Oh yeah.
Now you got to steer it a little bit less and not through all that crap. And I basically just flung it over there.
Very cool.
But
very
at
slick.
any rate,
But yeah, so the Switch. Another thing about the Switch that you showed me, Warren, the other week is sorry, I should not have been talking. That was way too exciting. Another thing Warren showed me about the Switch is that transitioning from different control schemes or from docked to kickstand mode is virtually instantaneous.
it is instant. So when you change it to the portable handheld version, you just pop it out of the dock, you lift it up, and it immediately is showing on the screen of the tablet.
Yeah.
And you go right into playing. It doesn't pause. It doesn't do anything.
Okay.
It
So
just works. And then when you dock it, same exact thing. It pops right up on the TV screen.
before we wrap up, is there any questions that I didn't ask about the Switch that you might want to tell the audience about the Switch? Like things that I might not have known because I've only played it for a grand total of 20 minutes?
So in the interest of all fairness, there are certain problems with the Switch that people are running into if
Okay.
you browse the internet frequently.
The left,
The left
one of the
Joy-Con.
is that? Have you found that?
I have not found that problem at all.
Good to hear.
But I have been playing right kind of where he's sitting, so I haven't been sitting very far away from it. So I also play with the Pro controller for the most part,
Yeah.
so I don't really find it disconnecting. So I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm just saying I haven't had it.
Okay.
The other problem that people have had is the screen becoming scratched when you dock it and undock it. I have not
Yes.
had that problem. I was very careful about docking it when I didn't have a screen protector on it. I then went and got a glass screen protector for it, and I have had no scratching whatsoever.
There you go. All right.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you have any rumblings in the back of your head? Because these are brand new games, but what you might go for next?
What game I might go for? Well,
What are you excited
Mario
about?
Kart 8 Deluxe comes out at the end of April.
And that's another game where
That's
you can
a
use
definite, right?
That's another game where you can use Joy-Cons individually.
No.
Yes.
I mean,
You can use Joy-Cons.
yeah.
No, it's not a definite yet.
Wow.
It kind of is. Well, let me tell you.
I'm excited
Mario
to
Kart
hear.
8 was already released on the Wii U, and I have it, and I've played the shit
You
out
beat
of
the
it.
shit out
Yeah.
of it. It's done
So-
for you.
But don't you
But-
want to get Mario Kart 8 for the Switch and bring it to a party?
Yes.
Like the commercial?
It's a must-buy,
Or Mario Kart 9
but,
would be better.
well,
Right?
that'll come eventually.
Yeah.
Mario Kart's released, I think, once every, 3 years or so, so we're about due for one, honestly.
Okay.
So I would say this will tide people over until the next one comes out. So that's probably a must buy. There's a game coming out called Arms. It looks incredibly fun. It's a boxing game.
Oh,
It looks amazing.
that's cool.
So check that out.
What
That's a
about
must-buy.
Snipper Clippers?
Snipper Clippers is a game that I downloaded the demo of, but I haven't been able to play with anyone yet, so I haven't had the fun that other people have
Well,
had.
maybe we should play it.
We can play it. It seems really fun, and it's got great reviews. It's supposed to be
I
very
watched
fun.
a video yesterday, whatever, and it seemed
Kill
very
'em.
fun. All right, Brian, any questions about the Switch?
Are you enjoying it?
Yes.
This
Brian's
game-
enjoying it?
See, there's no loading when you go into houses.
Yes, that's
there's
amazing.
no loading whatsoever.
Burn
It's
it.
it's cartridge based, so
Yeah.
it's way.
Burn
way
those
quicker.
houses down.
Okay.
Splatoon. Talk about Splatoon for a second. I
All
didn't
right.
play the original, but that's a must buy. I think.
Here's how I want to end the video. You've
Okay.
owned the Switch for about 3 weeks as of the recording of this video.
Okay. Yes, that's correct.
With that caveat in mind that you've only owned it for 3 weeks and you only have 2 games so far, how do you rank it amongst all the other Nintendo consoles?
That's a hard question.
I know it's hard, but I
It's
want to hear.
very difficult.
Here's what I want to do, Warren. I want to hear your
So you
opinion
wanna-
right now, and then I want to hear your opinion in like 6 months from now.
Okay.
I also
do you
wanna
want to
know
hear
your number one
Yeah. Do you
before you
want to
had the
hear
Switch.
my
Yeah.
my Nintendo list?
Yes.
Absolutely,
please.
please.
So my Nintendo list goes. In last place is the Wii U.
Okay.
That's fairly obvious. After that, I would probably say the original Nintendo.
Okay.
A lot of great games, a lot of nostalgia there, but they don't really hold up.
Right.
Mario
It hasn't
3,
aged- it
a couple
hasn't-
of them hold up. Mario 3 holds up really well.
It's like classic movies. There's some movies that'll stand the test of time, but
Yeah.
a lot of them are kind of crap.
And you could always hook one up, and it feels great to play, honestly.
For a
but it's
little
just
while,
not-
have a little fun.
Right.
Yeah. Play a little grab ass with your boys.
I would then say probably the Wii.
Okay.
Wii would come next.
Okay.
Then would go the. Oh man, it's getting tough.
A lot of weird games for Wii. An incredible amount of games that I've never even seen a frame of.
There's
for
a
the
lot
Wii.
of.
They had a
There's
lot of what's called.
shovelware.
I was about
Yeah.
to say the term. They had a lot of shovelware.
Vaporware.
What's that?
Shovelware
junk.
is
Just trash.
Just trash. Yeah.
Then I would have to say, oh, that's so.
So what
tough.
do we have? We had Wii U, NES, Wii.
And then I guess I'm gonna have to go GameCube
Okay.
and then N64.
And N64.
Super Nintendo on
Super
top.
Nintendo.
Right.
Okay, hold on. N64. No, Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube. GameCube on top.
GameCube
Oh,
on top.
GameCube number
GameCube on
one.
top.
Okay, I respect it.
Now, where does the Switch slot into that?
Yeah.
Right.
Right now. At this
Right
moment.
now, the Switch fits in.
Kill that guy.
Oh, can you kill NPCs?
No.
Oh, okay.
You blow up a town.
You can eavesdrop on them. Switch slots in between
Don't follow me.
between.
way to work.
Oh, see, that's good for like
So
the
hard.
gamer bros who don't understand social cues.
It
They're
fits
gonna
in
flip
between.
out about this.
Oh, I don't wanna-
This is
I
so
don't
tough
wanna-
for you.
It is really, really hard. It's like picking your favorite child.
Yeah.
Mine's
I
Rick.
guess it fits in
Gut reaction. You've only owned it for 3 weeks.
between the N64 and the Super Nintendo.
Wow. So number 3 then?
3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's based solely on the back. That has nothing to do with 1-2 Switch.
That's just
That is
Zelda.
Zelda.
That's Zelda.
Oh, wow.
Only.
The
Okay.
system maker.
The
All right.
As
system-
they
I mean,
say.
Zelda is most definitely my favorite franchise, way above the Super Mario Brothers franchise.
Okay.
So having a game like this, it's a system seller. I bought
They
the
needed
system
it.
just because of it.
They needed that
So-
for this system. After the Wii U did
Yeah.
not meet up, they needed something that
So,
was going to move.
I could safely
product.
say, if they never released another good game, I would be disappointed.
Right.
But I'd still have this game to play.
It's
Right.
pretty high praise. All right, I think we're gonna wrap it up now. Thank you everybody for watching. In the future, we're definitely gonna play more Switch games, and we're gonna return back to Warren's comments about his list in the future. Please listen to the Doom Thugs podcast at doomthugs.com. Please listen to I've Made a Huge Mistake at hugemistakepod.com.
Yes.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Au revoir.